What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to another episode with your Entrevolution host, your boy Arnold. And today, off the top, as always, I don't have anything specific to talk about, but I do have something to talk about. Um, since I've started, this channel, primarily since I started being active on Instagram, I've had the opportunity to talk to people, that I normally would never actually talk to, people actually reaching out to me and, talking about opportunities and stuff. And, that's quite interesting because, back in August, even back in August when I got laid off from my job, I didn't think that that's something that I would be doing, that I would be networking with people, talking to people on the East Coast, things of that nature, people that aren't nowhere near me, actually reaching out with, how do I say it, with actually good opportunities, not just people that are trying to scam you or swindle you. There is scams out there, and it's, everybody goes through at least one. If not a few. You shouldn't though. But it's crazy. Being active, making videos every day, posting on Instagram every day. Like, I've been able to make some pretty cool friends in a matter of weeks. And I just, it's crazy. Like, this is the end of 2017 and moving into 2018. I'm like so excited, and what's crazy is that I'm excited for 2019. And I know that, maybe for some, I know some people that makes perfect sense, but for some people are like 2019, bro, it's barely about to be 2018. It's like, next year is going to be a lot of hard work, a lot of, this is the only way you're going to see me. It's just going to be working. Now, 2018 is going to be a good year, but it's going to be primarily focusing on building, and to spend a whole 12 months just building to 2019 is just, it's going to be great. And then coming into 2020, that's going to be a dope year. Drake said it best. It's what a time to be alive. I finished reading, The Entrepreneur Revolution, and I'm telling you guys, you have to listen to it or read it. I had it on Audible. I listened to it. I would replay chapters, and it's just crazy what that book does to your head. And I say that in a positive way. Like, it really taps into what's going on today. The book was written a few years ago, but it's talking about the present moment. It's a trip. And moving forward, if you are not moving forward with the times, with the new revolution, the entrepreneur revolution, then, you're going to be left behind. And it's been explained in many different ways, but like, back in the day, the way the I guess you could say the kings or the rulers or whatever, the way you kept people poor, the peasants poor, was by, by them being uneducated, not being able to read, and so on and so forth. And, you fast forward today, literacy. And if you fast forward today, the new poor are going to be the computer illiterate and the online illiterate, if you will. If you don't know how to, work technology, use technology to work for you, you're going to be left behind. And so meeting these new people, changing the thought process, changing the way, I want to move forward with my life, and the way I how I get money, how I generate income, and how I will support my family, my parents, my girlfriend's parents, how we move forward, our kids, so on, and all that stuff. And like, I make these videos, not just to motivate you, empower you, and pull you out of your funk, but I also want you to realize that we're in a time where things need to change. I mean, if you really want to keep working at a warehouse, or, working for someone who you don't like working for, I mean, you need to change that. And I've said it before, and I said it again. You don't have to do what I'm doing. I'll never, I'm not trying to do MLM with these videos. I'm being sincere, straightforward with you guys, and I'm just talking from the heart. And I really care about what people, do with their lives. And maybe not like, people used to say, why do you care? And well, we're all humans. And like, if we continue to be destructive towards each other or not uplift each other, well, we're just going to continue to be destructive and get nowhere. And so, I mean, that's just, that's my honest answer to that. Yeah, I'm just a beginner, but, in this time, there's a lot of things that I don't, or I haven't shared, I guess you could say, because I'm still in the learning process, but I'm learning so much and it's a trip. And like, that's why I encourage you, like, go out there and educate yourself, learn something, pick up a way to make money from your house, from your laptop. Because if you can master that, then you'll never have to worry about being anywhere and on anyone's time ever again. Now everyone will be on your time. Unless you got a doctor's appointment or court. But, you don't have to go clock in and clock out no more. You don't have to, squeeze in a little bit of time to spend time with your kids because you're working graveyard shift. I'm done with that. You guys, if you watch this, I want to encourage you. I used to have friends that would say funny, I don't want to be insulting, but, it was dumb back in the day. They would insult the younger generation. I'm 30 years old now. And they would insult the younger generation, the kids that are in their early 20s and so on. Even mid-20s sometimes, and say, stupid millennials or, talk all this shit. And not realizing that, millennials are actually from, like right now they're about 37 to about 20, maybe. And I guess my point with that is the negativity and also the lack of information. That was an incorrect statement to assume that who's in their mid-20s today was a millennial. We were saying, I was hearing these things like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, talking about, kids that were in their 20s, that those are millennials, but so are we in our 30s. And so anyways, educate yourself, you guys. Also, I'm really fascinated today. I'm seeing so many, this Generation Z, so many kids are just becoming millionaires out there. They're becoming so business oriented. They're so much smarter because there's so much information online. And they're taking advantage of it. And it's crazy. Like, I'm humbled. I follow them on Instagram. I'll follow their YouTube channels. Like, just because I'm twice their age, like, that, you got to get that shit out of your head. I'm humbled by the fact that these kids are smart, that they don't have to, their lives they're already setting themselves up for 80 years from now, because they're only 15, 16 years old. They have 80 years of life left, and they're setting themselves up right now today, making 5-6 figures a day, guys. Making 5 figures a day. And some of these kids are making, 6 figures a month. They're just killing it. Kids. 15 to like 21, 22 years old. And if you're my age or older, I mean, let that sink in. So, yeah, they've grown up in this world of technology. They're much more immersed in it, whatever. That's not an excuse. You have to learn, you have to adapt, and you have to change, So I hope that you watch this video today and you start thinking, if you're not already doing something of the sort, you're not doing something that's setting you up for the rest of your life, or that's creating the freedom to where you can live the life that you want to live every day, where nobody's telling you what to do, where you don't have to worry about, how are you going to pay the bills this month, how are you going to pay the water, how are you going to feed your kids, all that stuff. I make these videos so that you can, like, get that light bulb in your head, and it's like, oh shit, I don't want to just keep killing myself for the rest of my life. I'm not knocking your job. If you're an iron worker, if you're a police officer, if you're whatever, if you're doing certain things that help people, by all means. I'm just letting you know that if you don't like your job, or if you're killing yourself, or if you don't see your family because your job takes most of your time, that there's a better way to do it. If you don't like it, you need to stop. You know, I didn't have the choice. I was forced, and I'm so grateful. You know, I have nothing against the company that I used to work for. For them laying me off. They pushed me in a position that I would have never pushed myself, or at least not anytime soon. So, you know, you can't keep seeing life as it doing stuff to you. You got to see life as what it's doing for you. What it's doing for me right now is incredible, and I'm grateful to be alive in these times. And you should definitely be grateful too, no matter how old you are. If you're watching this video, then that means you're capable of becoming a millionaire just like me. And I'm not saying I'm a millionaire, I'm saying I will become one. No false statements. With that being said, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit the subscribe button and the like button if you did. As always, I tell you guys, if you need somebody to talk to, if you're going through something, you know, personal, if you don't want to talk to a friend, you want to talk to a stranger, you know, sometimes strangers are easier to talk to. By all means, drop a comment, send a message. Look me up on Instagram, Entrevolution, ENTREVOLUTION, with an underscore at the end. And I'll be happy to talk to you guys. You can look me up on Skype too, Arnold Show. I will talk to you guys. It's not worth it to stay quiet, you guys. With that being said, I love you all. I will see you tomorrow. Today is day 23 of 30 days of consistency, and we're getting ready to end this year. You guys stay safe.